put total leather and we'll get started. And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Gets it out fast. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. He can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab. It's Burks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the ball's loose in the backfield. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football out.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. The give to the lone running back. Thrust that arm out.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you've got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you to create a negative play.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. From the gun, running back gets the give. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting to run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Down to little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's the tag now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. There he goes. got the first down and more. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Here we go.
Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting face protection.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can hand them the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide open spaces. tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Buys a little time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. There he goes. Open it up. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and 1. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and close up.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Punts it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field. Keep this drive going.
They'll run the sneak for it. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Buys a little time. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back, you don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The hand to the running back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Michigan! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets it to him on the screen. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter. Couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close, as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll try the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute it.
Sneaks into the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their 1st game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guy,
it's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Catch in the middle, it's Zategna. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Caught behind the line. It's Burks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's ache.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Power football with the run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one miss today. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. The Wolverines get the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. 6th play of the drive coming up. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Breaks the tackle. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds a tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's got the tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now.
Michigan 17, Oklahoma 3.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Quick completion on the out. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the fence.
Snatches it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing it each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds.
Turning on the Jets.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires fires to the big fella. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip